Hi there. Do you still remember that one leader who stood out, the person who shaped you, pushed you, and inspired you? But what made them unforgettable? Their intelligence? Their skill? Or was it the quiet strength of humility and service? What if leadership wasn't defined by authority, control, or the power to command, but by the willingness to serve, empower, and elevate others? What if the strongest leaders weren't those standing in front, telling others what to do, but those working behind the scenes making sure everyone has what they need to excel? That philosophy is called servant leadership, and it challenges nearly every traditional leadership stereotype we've been taught. The term was introduced in 1970 by Robert K. Greenleaf in his groundbreaking essay The Servant as Leader. Greenleaf believed that great leaders are first servants, not servants to tasks or demands, but servants to people. A servant leader isn't defined by position, title, or seniority. They are defined by intention. How can I help others succeed? Servant leadership starts with a heart posture, a shift from ego to empathy, from command to collaboration, from control to empowerment. It understands that the real job of a leader isn't to create followers, it's to create more leaders. But philosophy alone isn't enough. How do you actually become a servant leader in the real world? Here are practical, actionable examples anyone can start doing today. 1. Leaders listen to understand, not to respond. Most leaders listen only to answer, approve, correct, or react. Servant leaders listen to discover. They ask questions like, what challenges are you facing? What resources do you need? How can I support you this week? Sometimes the most powerful leadership tool is silence, followed by understanding. 2. Leaders remove obstacles instead of creating them. Traditional leadership assigns tasks and asks for updates. Servant leadership focuses on clearing the path. For example, if a team member struggles with a slow tool, the servant leader gets it upgraded. If communication is unclear, they simplify it. If the workload is uneven, they rebalance it. If someone lacks training, they arrange it. They don't say, that's your problem. They say, let's fix it together. 3. Leaders share credit, carry responsibility. A servant leader shines the spotlight outward, not inward. When things go right, they say, they did it. When things go wrong, they say, that's on me. Let's learn from it. This builds psychological safety, the #1 ingredient of high-performing teams. 4. Leaders develop people, not just performance. Servant leaders don't only ask, how can we achieve this company goal? They also ask, how can I help you grow as a person? This may look like offering mentorship, encouraging new challenges, assigning stretch opportunities, providing personalized feedback, aligning work with strengths and passions. A servant leader thinks long-term. I want you to succeed here, and everywhere you go afterward. 5. Leaders lead through action, not status. Real influence never comes from a job title, it comes from example. Servant leaders are humble enough to join frontline work, learn with the team, admit mistakes, ask for feedback, do small tasks with big respect. Because no task is beneath someone who leads from service. Think of leaders like Satya Nadella, who transformed Microsoft's culture by focusing on empathy and learning. Or Howard Schultz, who spent time behind the Starbucks counter to understand employees and customers firsthand. These leaders knew that service builds strength. The results speak for themselves. Teams led this way are more engaged, more creative, and more committed. When people feel supported, they give their best. When they feel used, they hold back. Servant leadership isn't soft, it's strategic. It turns leadership from a spotlight into a mirror, reflecting success onto others. Here's something to reflect on. Servant leadership is not soft, it is strong, courageous, strategic, and deeply human. It produces loyalty instead of fear, growth instead of burnout, and impact instead of ego. In the end, servant leadership answers one core question: did the people I lead become better because I led them? If the answer is yes, then you are not just leading, you are transforming. Remember, leadership isn't measured by how many people serve you, but by how many people you serve who grow because of you. Servant leadership. Impactful leadership through service. Hit like and subscribe for more short videos about business and life. See you in the next video.